Hi everyone, we have invited Rheana here today, who is our winner of the Laura Turnbull Bursary 2024, to be here with us and discuss her experience of the project that she went on and to get her thoughts about the bursary. So thank you so much for coming, we are super proud of you.
Thank you very much for having me.
So first of all, I thought it would be great if you could share with us what inspired you to become a veterinary nurse.
So it all started with COVID. I've just always had a passion for animals and I've just wanted to work with animals for all my life. But I've always been told that I can't work with animals because I wasn't from a science background.
Mm-hmm.
But during COVID, I was adamant to get into the animal industry and just do something involving animals. I didn't really have anything specific in mind. Because it was COVID, I managed to get a job in a veterinary practice in India, and because they were really short-staffed, it was easy for me to sort of jump in and be a part of the team. And I thought when I would be there, I would just be doing either walking the dogs or feeding them. But they saw how interested I was, and they decided to train me. And I worked under a veterinary nurse from the UK as well. And she was just amazing. She was a brilliant nurse, and she was so passionate about what she was doing, and it just made me passionate about it. And that was it for me. I was I just need to come to the UK and do my qualifications.
How did you feel when you found out that you'd won the bursary?
Oh, I was over the moon. It was such an amazing feeling, and I was just really happy, and I was just so grateful. And to Laura's family as well, to be able to give me that little boost to help this opportunity. So yeah, it was really good.
So what inspired you to choose a wildlife rehabilitation centre in Australia as your project?
So I've always wanted to visit Australia and just visit the wildlife there. I think that they do a really good job with taking care of their wildlife, and I think Australians are very passionate about their wildlife as well. With this centre specifically, I think they focus a lot on rehabilitation of the animals. And they do a lot of capture and release, where they take in wounded wildlife, and then they sort of treat them and release them back. And then we also have the rest of the animals that we look after. So the project just looked really interesting.
So you'll have gained lots of new skills and opportunities while you were over there. So what have you brought back with you, and what are you putting into practice back in the UK?
So prior to this experience, I feel like I didn't have enough knowledge when it came to birds, and I think that now my handling and even with clinical assessment for birds is really good, and I can actually use that in practice.
Okay, so what challenges did you face, and how did you overcome them when you were either preparing for your project and going abroad, or during your project?
I think this project in particular was pretty straightforward because I went through an organisation. The only challenge I faced was because I booked my flight really late, so that got a bit expensive. But yeah, otherwise it was really good, and I would definitely recommend going to an organisation because it makes your work a lot more easier.
I think that's really good advice.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. So that brings me on to my next question, which is we're coming up to the Laura Turnbull Bursary for 2025, and we'll have lots of our students applying. Would you be able to give them advice about preparing for applying for the bursary, or any hints and tips that you'd like to share?
So I would definitely recommend that they speak to their personal tutor and just to get their application proofread. The only other advice I would give is when applying for the bursary, it's good to make sure you have a definite project in mind, and it's something that you are really passionate about, because it is a brilliant opportunity and it helps you in so many ways.
What are the next steps for yourself? What's on the horizon?
So at the moment, because obviously being in Australia and just doing this volunteering program was just so inspiring, and I've just gained so much from it. I've booked another volunteering program this year, and I'm going to South Africa. It's going to be a completely different experience because obviously there's a rhino orphanage there, and we're going to be working with African animals, which has been my dream since, I visited South Africa when I was 13 years old, and I fell in love with the animals there. That's when I fell in love with animals.
I can't wait to hear about it when you get back. So thank you so much for coming today and sharing your experience with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You're such an inspiration, and we're really proud of you and all of your achievements. And we wish you all the best for your future career.
Thank you.